Look, you know why we here. What Super Bowl was this again?
I don't know, man.
The greatest show.
I have stopped paying attention to the Roman numerals.
Yeah, because
we really could just put the numbers up there now.
Absolutely. The Super Bowl happened. I am here to say, third quarter I left. The Super Bowl was born.
I watched the whole game because I hate the Chiefs.
That you do. So let's get to it.
Yeah.
What happened to the Chiefs? And I know they ain't been good all year, but they've been. I call it falling forward.
No, what happened to the Chiefs is the same thing that happens for the longest period of time to LeBron. Well, the truth of the matter is you have someone that's so good that they're covering so many of your mistakes, but when you get to the top, you're not good enough.
Okay.
And it gets exposed.
J.R. Smith.
It was so many games that the Chiefs should have lost this year that they eked out wins. Yeah. Right? And they eked out wins because they know how to win, right? And they had Pat Mahomes, right? You have the greatest one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Like I think we can say that. He's not the greatest. I know y'all trying to crown him already. He might get there.
He will.
Right? But I think that became the problem, right? Defense is really, really good. You got probably the best head coach in the NFL, and Andy Reid. So, and I think when you take like a all-timer at quarterback, possibly the greatest coach of all time, and you probably had the best, or maybe second best defense in the league. I mean, I know they didn't look like a great defense against the Eagles, but they still held Saquon to 25 carries for 57 yards. Yeah. So nobody really got off. They just fell apart, and the Eagles were just able to keep piling on. So, to answer your question, it's the same thing that, again, I think that always happened to LeBron, not to shoot LeBron Bell this early before the playoffs start. Yeah.
LeBron, I'm on your side now.
Yeah, but it's like, sometimes you're way better than what you're supposed to be. And then when you're up against somebody that's supposed to be there, you get smacked.
Yeah, shout out to my parlays. None of them hit. None of them even got close to hitting either, which let me down. I knew everything was over. So I figured the Chiefs was going to sell out and stop in Saquon.
Yeah.
So when
they did.
And they did. So in the first quarter, I said, all right. But in my mind, also, the Chiefs needed to get a big lead very early because the Eagles, they not good at like trying to catch up. They get close enough, but they, don't pass you.
Yeah.
And when that didn't happen, I was like, cool. Then the halftime show happened. We'll get there in a little bit. That's my camera right there. And then so third quarter, I think, the champagne hit me pretty good. And I looked at my wife, said, let's go. This is over. Like, we done here. I've seen enough. I woke up, what was the score? 27-40?
40-something 22, I think.
Okay.
40-something Twitch. I forget. It was because I think it was 40-6 or 42-6.
Jeez. Ain't no way.
Yeah, no, it was. And they got 2 touchdowns late. like the Chiefs made it look good. Chiefs got their ass whooped, bro. It wasn't close. It wasn't close. I mean, I know the final score wasn't close, but it's not even close as the final score. Like that touchdown, the garbage touchdown to Worthy, beautiful pass from Pat Mahomes, but that was definitely him protecting his legs. Like I cannot have a Super Bowl where I got beat 42-6.
I was mad. At the third quarter, I told Karina, I said, yo, we not winning. No, none of these parlays. Sorry. I took your last bit of money. We're not winning nothing. Let's go home. Get this boy in the bed. Y'all saw my baby in his reel the next morning.
Yeah. I reported you to CPS for child abuse. Got that kid saying mustard.
Look, and it was on the wrong song. I was mad at that, but I was happy, as you saw in the video. Kendrick Lamar performed in front of President Trump. First of all, why Trump there? Let's before we get there.
I mean, dude, Trump is living the life that he always wanted to live. And again, look, the next 3 or 4 years, I do not want y'all to think that I'm like some pro-Trump. I was again 2016. I said everything I needed to say between 2016 and 2020, and y'all brought this thing back. So it's what you want. Yeah. All right, you can't expect. I'm not fighting it anymore. This is what you want.
It's what you signed up for.
Yeah, it's what you signed up for. So I mean, no, dude, he's living the life that he's always wanted to live. You fly private everywhere. You get streets shut down. Everybody complaining. Yeah, everybody has to defer to you. Like if you are the type of man that wants that kind of attention, and like this is the last go round. Like it ain't like you can't get. Well, I know they're gonna try a lot of. We're heading to a constitutional crisis.
Absolutely.
And good. The country needs it. We need to see what happens. But he's just going to do everything he wants to do right now. So him going to a Super Bowl, bro, that might be the first Super Bowl he ever been to, bro.
Maybe. And y'all, I'm thumbing my nose up at y'all. I could have owned the Bills. Y'all said no.
Yeah.
So now I'm showing up and y'all going to look, Cardi B was complaining that the amount of security she had to go through. And she was like, I've never been through this much security. Because, a lot of these celebrities have like a do not touch rule.
Yeah.
And which is not shocking that Beyonce and Jay-Z wasn't there.
Agreed.
Because it's a secret service that everybody getting pat down.
Everybody getting pat down. And again, right, I'm always respect the office, right? Even if my person's not in the office, I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is too much because I don't like someone or I disagree with someone's politics. Like, yo, you have to respect the office. And I would have did what everybody else did. Like, if I was supposed to go to, first off, I don't like New Orleans. Some of y'all like New Orleans. I've been a couple times. It does not do it for me.
I went once and then.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, food was good. Food was too rich, right? And I know y'all looking at me. Y'all gonna stop calling me fat. Y'all got like 3 more months. So get it off. Y'all about 3 more months. But the food was even too rich for me in New Orleans, man. I was like, this feels like it is a stick of butter.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I guess I went to New Orleans. The people I went with wasn't my cup of tea of people, but some of them were somewhere. Yeah. And I was just like, eh. And then it was a monsoon type rain down there where I was there. And I was like, all right, cool. I ain't never got to go back. I do want to go back, but.
I would go, if people really wanted to go, but I don't like cities where it's just like one area really that you're going to be in. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm just going to be in one area, right? Like, when I used to be like, yo, I'm going to Atlanta. I used to be in Buckhead, right? I really wasn't in Atlanta. Yeah. I'd be in Buckhead, right? But it's like, I have options to go to different places, right? When I went to Cleveland, it was just like, yo, just K Street. Like, this was it. Like, it's in between the arenas. And it's like, that's cool, that's fun, but I'll never go back for that. And it's the same thing in New Orleans. It's like, yo, you go to the French Quarter, and then that's pretty much just it.
I ain't seen enough titties down there. I was kind of disappointed. Now, I didn't go to a Mardi Gras, but I thought I'd just see breasts everywhere.
You would probably have a great time in a Louisiana strip club.
Huh. Now that you said it, all right.
You would probably have a great time.
If anybody want to go with me, let me know, but you got to bring your own money. I figured out. Shout out to the homie. I won't say your name because your wife might be listening with you.
You just got everybody smacked.
Yeah. But the homie said you should only go to the strip club with $100. You spend that and go home. He said, do not go in there with more.
I ain't mad at that.
And he makes way more money than me. So when he said that, because I went to the ATM, he said, just 100.
Yeah, I'm not really into strip clubs no more.
Me either, because you come on here and shame me for going.
I did not shame you for going, man.
You make me feel bad.
Yeah, look, man, I'd be glad y'all boys have a good time, man. I outgrew it. I'm not above a strip club. I'm not above anything. I am never gonna be one of them guys that be like, yo, I'm better than you. Like, no, I'm not. I'm you.
I am you.
I am you. Like, trust me.
I want to congratulate Kendrick Lamar on the greatest year of hip hop ever from an artist.
Wait, when we say the greatest year as in 2025 or greatest year as in 2024, what are we doing here?
It officially ended now. So February to February. We got to. That's my year. Sorry. Mike knows what's going on here. Me and Mike have had this argument already. I'm encouraging anybody, if you think somebody had a better year in hip hop than Kendrick Lamar's February 2024 to February 2025, let me know. Please put it in the comments, because this was a belt to ass.
Give me prior to
the best years in hip hop.
No. Prior to that song that dropped with
Like That.
Give me what he was doing prior to that.
Well, that's February.
That's like that came out in February.
Yes, bro.
Damn, that felt like it came out over the summer.
Oh, no. It was gone. Nah, because Euphoria and everything was the summer.
Yeah, that was the summer.
Yeah,
Damn, boy, time is flying.
Time is flying. It feels like it's scary. It Not Like Us feel like it's been out for 2 years. And it really came out, that had to come out June.
Yeah. I mean, look, strong year. I don't think it's the best year in hip hop. I don't even think it's the best year for an artist.
What you thought about the halftime show? Come on, Dr. Will is screaming in his van, waiting to know what Mike thought about the halftime show.
It was mid, man. It was mid. It really was. Look, the visuals was great. The choreography was great. I left a sheet of paper. I thought he had.
This nigga took notes.
Yeah, I took notes because I was like, there was better songs that he could have done out of his catalog. And I went through Kendrick's whole catalog, because I was like, all right, what bangers do Kendrick have? Because the Super Bowl show is your introduction to America, right? So it's not just for your fans. This is them trying to get you to pop culture.
Somewhat.
No, that's what the Super Bowl show is for. And we look, y'all can say that's not what Kendrick want, but how many songs Kendrick got with Taylor Swift? At least 2.
I think he got 1 or 2.
Yeah. I think 2. He might. I know 1 for sure.
One
right?
for sure. Yeah.
So it was like, when he got up there and he basically did this album on stage, I was just like, it looks like a misstep. It looked like a misstep, right? Like, and even when I went through like my favorite song, like the way I was really introduced into Kendrick, where I thought I was going to like him as an artist, I think it was like Money Trees.
Okay.
Like I think Money Trees was like the first song, and then what is it like pool?
Swimming. Yeah.
Swimming pools.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, those aren't Super Bowl songs.
Nah.
So I was like, when I went through his list, like I said, I wrote the songs down. I was like, dang, he don't really have a lot of Super Bowl songs. Y'all can argue with me, but I would like to know, like, outside of GNX, what he did that I don't think really popped the way it should have. What songs could he have did, in the Super Bowl? I think All Right was one. I think We Gonna Be All Right.
That's the same song.
No,
I'm clipping that.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get the right title because is it all right or we gonna be all right?
It's all right.
All right. Okay. So I think all right was one.
Come on, just tag me in when you're ready.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What is his Super Bowl song? Not what he did. I know you love the show, but like, what song should he?
You ain't asked me if I like the show. I just troll you on a daily basis. I think that's what. One of my favorite things to do is just to argue with Mike because I know he's going to give me the time of day, especially when I'm bored. My wife is ignoring me. My kid is asleep.
Gab definitely trolls me all the time.
I just pick up my phone. I'm like, Mike or Ryan, which one am I going to argue with right now to piss them off? And today was Mike. And then it hit me in the car. I'm like, damn, I'm about to see him. I don't want to. I was like, all right. So anyway, let me tell y'all about this show. I'm not a weed smoker. Never have been. I didn't smoke weed before. Just not my thing. I don't like going to sleep like that. This is like not Reggie, but maybe the step above it. So it's not loud.
It's mid.
It's some good mid though.
Sometimes good mid.
Sometimes you can only afford the good mid.
This is true. When I used to smoke, the reason why I don't smoke is because there's no more good mid.
Yes.
I can't smoke this hot stuff that y'all smoke. This stuff is too much for me.
Yeah, so this was that. And I say that as a person who loves Kendrick Lamar, a person who's still super excited to go to the show.
Yeah.
The reason why I thought it was because I do agree with you. This is the wrong list. However, Kendrick hinted before, most people come to give you a thing of their hits. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to be in the past. I want to live for the future. So I felt like then he was going to play newer stuff, which I'm happy about because I still like the new album. But I know that it's a lot of West Coast stuff on there that the rest of the country can't relate to. Now, let me say it like this. I don't believe this is your introduction to the pop culture because it's a lot of people. You don't get to this stage unless you're one of the top artists in the world, unless you're an old act, unless you Michael Jackson, unless you Prince, unless you Coldplay, who has already had their time. Yeah. We're not being reintroduced. Unless you Dr. Dre, who's doing all artists there. Now, I knew he wasn't going to do all right because he did it at the last Super Bowl. I thought he was going to do some different songs as far as, like, if we're going off a Good Kid, Mad City, everybody know it's Good Kid, Mad City. It's a song on there. That should have been played. That should have been intro.
I think I wrote it down. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's the song where it's just loud. It's going to be a bunch of lights. Yeah. I definitely knew that was going to get played off of there. I knew Swimming Pools wasn't. Honestly, I thought most of everything from from Damn was gonna get played. Whether it's the DNA, I thought Loyalty from Rihanna was gonna get played.
Loyalty.
It's a lot of high energy songs on there. I thought he was gonna give us some BS with Red Hot Chili Peppers because he got a song with them, or as Imagine Dragons. I just knew, I figured that was coming in. I knew All of the Stars was gonna get played. It was played. I knew
the energy was low doing it. I mean, if we've been for All the Stars, when I was watching it, because it just so happened to be at somebody's house so I can actually hear the song and the music. And I was like, does he want to be here?
So I get to that. His set list dropped 2 days before, courtesy of Academics. Academics, you are proving to us how much a loser you are. And
do we really want to worry with the out act?
No, but at the same time,
he does too much. He does too much for sure.
And I don't want to put this in the area.
Yeah.
It's certain people in this world, if they disappeared or something tragically happens to them, you're going to write off and know why.
Yeah.
So, for instance, 50 Cent keeps proving to us why he got shot 9 times, right?
We understand why they was upset.
Absolutely. So, Act keep doing stuff that lets me know, like, all right. So, Kendrick Lamar acted like it's too late. It drops 2 days before.
Yeah.
Apparently, somebody in the arena heard the whole performance, wrote down every song, and they had it so accurately right that the first song, which is Whacked Out Murals, that verse is not even released. The fact that they knew that was an unreleased verse from that song lets me know that, all right, this is too much. So I felt like he was mad about that. Now, some of the songs that played, All of the Stars, like you said, I knew that was going to play. I thought it'd be at the end. That is a great, amazing song. Now, let's get to the real nitty gritty. He dissed Drake 5 times doing this thing, and I thought that was amazing.
I thought that was... Matter of fact, I think he missed the mark there.
By dissing Drake?
Yeah, well, this is what I'm going to say, all right? Y'all know I'm early. I'm rarely wrong, though. Okay. I seem wrong a lot of times when I say stuff because I'm just mad early.
Okay.
And I think this is one of those times where I'm mad early. I think when we look back at Kendrick years from now, we're going to go from the Grammys to the Super Bowl, and we're gonna realize that was the apex. I think the high five evolution, that going viral, it's one of the laws, 48 laws of power.
No,
I think it's like law number 36, 36 or 37, I think, and it says like, do not go past your mark.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's the 46.
Yeah, like don't go past your mark. And I was like, we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, he went past the mark. He won.
Yeah.
And he went past the mark. And I think the Super Bowl should have been about Kendrick.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I look at it, if somebody say, do you think he went past the mark? First of all, I think his apex is Damn. And I know that's hard for a lot of people, but that's 700,000 records sold in a week.
Yeah. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? That is to me his pop star moment. When I say he's now popular than that, because, but Damned is, you know what? Random enough.
Yeah.
Ryan tried this bullshit when we was at the Grammy Day. He was like, LeBron would have killed in Jordan's era, right? And so we're having this conversation. I said, but we have to ask ourselves, will LeBron be as popular? I said, sometimes we forget that Jordan took the NBA to a height, which was a stepping stone for LeBron to take it to the stratosphere.
Yeah, to go to another level. No, that's fact.
And so I think
law 47. You're right. It's 47. 47.
See, you be early, but I be right sometimes. I was off by one law, but it's one of those things where it's like, Damn helped him step to this billion stream song.
Yeah.
And the bots. But I like it. You know, I look at that. Do I see? So most people don't know All the Stars is a Drake diss.
I did not All Stars was a Drake diss.
It is amazing. If you listen to them lyrics.
I love All the Stars.
Yeah, when you listen to it, it's like, golly. So I do think for the people that knows is that. But I also, you know what? I told y'all this because we talked about this before. The Super Bowl for me, I do wonder if this is the last time we're going to see a rapper perform.
Probably so.
Unless it is a R&B and rapper split.
No, this is the last time you're going to see a rapper. The country has already moved like back to the right.
Absolutely. That part.
Yeah.
And because we discussed before, I said, for me, the Super Bowl, I wasn't disappointed in the halftime show because my expectations was low, simply because every halftime show I loved, dancing was involved, and it was more than one person. And SZA, you look great, by the way.
And it's singing as well.
Bro, my wife, we get back home, she's like, yo, I want to watch it again. And so we watch it again, and she was like, this is great. And I'm like, cool. She was like, well, let me click on Usher. So we get done watching Usher, she goes, okay.
Yeah.
She said, all right, maybe it was cool.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like the singing and the dancing, like, I mean, we're humans, right? We like singing and dancing. You don't really get that with rap.
You don't.
Now, look.
And I've been to a Drake show. It ain't that.
Yeah, all the symbolism I get, but it's like, that's cool. The artistry is cool.
Yeah.
But that's not going to take it to the next level.
Yeah, and one of your famous lines is, we got to remember that 60% of this country is white.
Yeah, 65. It's high. It's a very, very high percentage. So
especially when we adding Hispanics to it.
Yeah, it might be 7% you add Hispanics. Y'all, y'all act sometimes. Some of y'all, not all y'all.
Yeah, my wife cool, being cool. Yeah. Let's get to Serena. I love this part. Ain't gonna lie. Ryan rewinded so we could watch it. So we was like halfway. We was a little bit behind. I love Serena C. walking on Drake's grave doing it.
I think it's corny.
Explain to the people why.
I think it's corny. I think Serena is corny. I think Kayla Nicole, who's Travis Kelce's ex, I think she was corny. It's your ex. It's your ex. Like, and here's the thing. Like, if you date somebody in whatever field that they in, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their field, right? Like, if Drake was to date Naomi Osaka, right?
Okay.
Like the tennis player, right? And Serena would be like, you know what? I'm gonna play tennis just to beat her, right? That's fair because that's her world. Tennis is her world. So if she can't be upset when an artist that makes music mentions your husband, I mean,
and her,
it's been mostly her husband. It's been mostly him talking to her.
I'm pretty sure Family Matters. He started talking about how light she getting in her skin tone changing.
I forget. But I think you're right though. But to your point though, right? But it's an artist though, right? So when you come into an artist world, right? And this is someone that you used to date and you're coming into their world. I think that's corny, right? Like if this was my favorite bar and me and my girl break up and then now every time I come to this bar, she's there with her new boyfriend. It's like, yo,
that happens.
This is my bar though, right? I introduced you to this bar.
Nah.
Get out of my bar.
I tip better now.
Yeah, get out of my bar, man. Get out of my bar. So I think Kayla Nicole and Serena both was corny. I support your right to do so, but you're corny.
I did go to Fridays one time, and the bartender told me my ex co-host was in there, and I was like, she can't come back here.
It's like, this is mine.
So I looked at Serena, and Serena, I love this. I love the Compton connection. I know a lot of people online was like, yo, you see walking and your sister and, you know, her passing as a child was like by drive-by and that could have been gang related. I say all that to say this. That LA bond between these dudes out here is unbelievable. It reminds you of New York when they basically was like, nobody can come up here and pop off, right? Unless you kiss the ring, right?
Yeah.
Which was the downfall of New York.
Yeah. No, it definitely was.
Shout out to Atlanta for coming through.
Yeah.
It's like that Detroit thing where it was like a no-fly zone. Like, you ain't coming in here unless you breaking bread with our people. LA has that too, where it's like the Compton people stick together. That's why D. Rosen is in a music video. That's why Russ don't play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about the UCLA group chat, right? You know, for that little bond, that's a real thing. So I think I see that. I do look at, we had a discussion earlier. I'm gonna stop calling people exes just because y'all might have smashed.
Yeah,
it's a reach.
Yeah. It is a reach. It is a reach. I would agree with you there, but you know, we also got to understand that, especially Drake, right? Drake makes in my feels music.
Drake make hater music.
Well, he started as in my feels music. And then he started hating. You think he used to hate? Wait till he finally come back. He about to hate everybody now.
The first time, his first album, he shot at Trey Songz and Ludacris, and Trey Songz was on the album. Like he just like Ludacris caught a stray in the first album. It was just like
he is an in my feels type person. So if you date somebody that's in their feels,
yeah, it is drawbacks for that.
Yeah, you know,
that's why my exes don't use the internet.
This is part of it.
I shoot at everybody. But speaking of Serena, let's get, exes holding grudges. It is what it is. Irv Gotti passed. RIP to Irv Gotti, one of my favorite people. I've said it on this podcast. I would love to interview him.